Good morning, everybody. Excuse me. Welcome to Saturday. Welcome to Gothic 2. Again, apologies. I probably sounded a little rough this morning. I didn't sleep that well for some reason. But, no big deal. So, last time... What were we doing? We were setting up the ritual. Why did all these people just seem so loud all of a sudden? Setting up the ritual to restore the Eye of Innos. So that's what we're on our way to do. I believe we have the restored eye.
That'll never change.
Off screen, over the course of this week, I just kind of ran around doing some leveling up and all that good stuff. So I got my dexterity up quite a bit. I basically got it to 90, where it started costing 4 learning points for every point of dex. And that's when I learned stuff like the reading the stone tablets, which I still need to learn the most difficult language, the scholar language or whatever. Because I don't think it's really worth putting learning points in dex at that point, because it's so damn expensive and there's so many ways to get it through bonuses. And so that is what we shall do. And yes, of course, that means I got the acrobatics. That's all well and good. Keep losing my train of thought. Where are we gonna... Oh yeah, I have these. Let's use these. There we are. I still gotta learn the, how to make those potions as well. Just for the heck of it. The 118. Good morning, P-Tech. How are you? Why do I keep forgetting what I'm trying to do here? I've basically wiped out all endemic life on Corinus at the moment. Oh yeah, I thought you'd appreciate that. You're the only one who has it right now, besides myself. Anyway, we gotta get to the ritual site. What's the quickest way to get there? I think there really is one, so we gonna hoof it. Actually, no, I forgot. The quickest way is, well, to start at the tavern. And go yonder. I was a little iffy about using, like, the sleeper icon as my, like, subscriber badge or whatever, or as, like, emotes or anything. Because it's a copyrighted image, of course. So, makes me apprehensive. Hopefully Piranha or THQ do not come after my channel for it. Something that simple. Let's be fair here. I'm probably doing more marketing for their back catalog than they ever would. Now, I was having an issue yesterday. Same issue I had last time at the end of the Paladin run where everything broke. For some reason, going through an area transition seems to crash the game. Oh jeez, I never killed that Shadow Beastie. It only... I was trying to go through the Valley of Mines. It kept crashing, so I don't even stand a chance. So basically, I reinstalled the game. I backed up the directory, reinstalled the game. I didn't feel like going through the process of reinstalling all the mods. So just for shits and giggles, I basically replaced a new install with the old install. Just copied the folder over, and it seemed to work. Then when I came back through the Valley of Mines back to Corinus, it started crashing again. But I did the same thing, and I was able to get through. And that's really annoying. It's really frustrating that I never seem to get a clean install of this game, and it's always a different problem every time I install it. Same mod configurations every time, but something else breaks. And I have to do a clean reinstall just to get it to work and encounter a totally different problem all of a sudden. It's probably the mods, but even before I ever, like, modded this game, I kept having that kind of problem. Like, this install was already having an issue where I basically can't quit the game. I have to, like, open up Task Manager and kill the excuse me, goddamn, kill the process. Because when I try to quit the game, it just freezes. Weird. And annoying. Oh, right. I didn't do the rest of this shit yet. That was a waste of time. Well, Vatras is standing here for weeks on his own. Why hasn't Zardos left? I already talked to him. Let's get the book first. Vatras has probably just been standing there smoking blunts ever since he left. Just waiting for folks. Doinkus. I have no idea why Zardos wasn't there. I swear we talked to him. Nope, I guess we did.
Hey! I'm ready to fight the dragons.
We must not lose any more time then. I shall be on my way to the Circle of the Sun immediately. Fulfill your tasks. I'll meet you there.
I shall fulfill my tasks. I mean, stop bumping me, bro. Hey.
I can see that the rumors are true.
What rumors?
That you've joined up with those dragon hunters. Well, you never were a man of the church. Nevertheless, you're fighting for our cause, and that's what counts.
Is that all?
I'm glad, of course. And the way you look, every orc is bound to be afraid of you.
This is not only about the orcs.
I know, but nonetheless they're a problem. You are important. You defeated the Sleeper. We may all need your help someday.
Oh well.
I already do. Dork. Give me that. The only contribution you ever make to my cause. Cause you claim to be a part of.
Obvious.
I don't understand this implication that dragon hunters cannot be faithful to Innos.
Beat it! Beat it!
Can't go
Beat
on
it!
like this forever.
Beat it!
Can't rely on that.
Now, here's your stupid book. I wanted to steal that.
I brought this book from Zardos. It's a token of his.
Yes, yes. Halls of Irdorath. Be gone with you, crotchety old man.
He really
Beat
should
it!
have known better.
That'll only cause more trouble.
I used to say
Well.
that myself.
Let's get back.
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
Oh, I already drank one of those. How did I get... Oh, yeah.
Deal.
Alright, onwards.
I couldn't care less.
I always found it funny that we need a potion to be able to sprint. Like we're physically incapable of it otherwise. What else would have been neat if they added like a an amulet or something that just enabled a permanent sprint. I feel like that would be kind of broken. I think stamina bars are kind of overrated. I doubt it. I don't really know what to think of that. I don't feel like they're going to do any more Gothic stuff. Unless THQ and Protobytes kind of get desperate, because let's be honest, THQ Nordic has not been doing that hot. Most of their games that they've released lately kind of fell flat. I don't think any of them were big sellers. But I think they're also aware a new Gothic game isn't going to be like a multi-million unit sale or anything like that. It's mostly just going to be for classic fans who probably aren't going to like it anyway, because they're hard asses and don't like people messing with perfection, as it were.
I did everything you told me to do. Here's the repaired eye.
Indeed, there is nothing missing now for the performance of the ritual.
What about the swamp weed?
Ah, yes.
Ah,
Do
yes,
you
I forgot the
have
most
3
important
swamp
part.
weed plants, then?
Yes. Here are the 3 plants.
Excellent.
I always wondered what the implication was. Like, was that supposed to be something actually needed for the ritual? Or are they just basically saying Vatras just wants to get high? And he wants his mates to get high with him. Hello, Boglin.
It is finished. We have succeeded in thwarting the enemy's plan and restoring the eye. Let Pyrokar explain to you how to use its power.
Let
I
him.
hope that I shall see you again once you have accomplished your mission.
Fare thee well.
Now that the Eye of Enos stay, but the
Yes, fight dragons, talk to them.
You did it. The Eye of Innes is healed.
I would hardly
What?
don't bear the first how to oath you.
Woohoo, one of the only abilities that we don't need to use learning points to do.
Wait a minute.
Yoink.
Thank you for helping to heal the Eye of Innos.
Do not be so lavish with your thanks. Your greatest task yet lies before you. I hope to see you again in one piece, my son.
I ain't your son. You ain't my real dad. Right. So I don't think we have anything else going on here. Oh, that's right. I gotta get I gotta get the rum back to Baltram. Wonder what he's gonna say now. It's taken us like 2 months to make this deal for him. Don't even, like, bring that up. Yeah, that's all we know about his history.
And he works all day, too. Everybody knows.
I got the rum from Skip, but he gave me no more than 2 bottles.
Damn expensive, that. Who does he think he is? Well, give it here, then. I can't give you much.
I don't say any different. I don't know about Gothic people. I kind of... What might be interesting
That's an open
would be
secret.
sort of like... maybe not. It's the kind of thing that could easily fuck up. But like an adventure game that was kind of like a side story to the the rest of the games. Like, it happened in Martana while everything else is going on, but I also feel like that would just start to look like fan fiction. And I'm not sure current Piranha Bytes is committed enough to the Gothic lore to make that consistent and make it interesting.
Show me your wares.
Someone's got to do the work.
I foolishly used a lot of Fire Rain spells while I was grinding for XP, and now I don't have any more.
Now that's typical, isn't it?
That's typical, isn't it? Well, I've leveled up enough. I might be able to upgrade this sword one more time.
Someone's got to do the work. Someone's
Oh,
got
you
to
need
do
to.
the work.
I always forget that there's a
That's not what my husband thinks.
shrine to Beliar in the sewers.
That's not what my husband thinks.
So one thing I noticed while I was dicking around, if you aggro the thieves down here, if you aggro like Cassia, for some reason Jasper comes to help you.
That's not what I.
But he's a terrible fighter, so Cassia just flattens him.
Everybody knows by now.
And then we show it off.
So much for you, lowlife.
And she forgets that you were attacking her.
Thanks for the gold, you hero.
He has this key. Oh, it's just a
I think
door
I'd
key.
better take this weapon.
I don't feel like killing them, though. So I'm not gonna fuck around with that. Even though I'm out of quests to get from them. Going Corinthus after the hero sails to Martana. Well, they already have that. It's called Velea, Tale of a Warrior.
And he works all day too.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
Right, but I don't understand why Jasper gets up to help us for attacking his boss. Maybe he wanted to overthrow her and thought that was his opportunity. I still don't know why I can't get any dialogue options out of that. Sweet. Much more better. Although, it seems like it only gets 1 extra point of damage every time you level it up. Well, onwards to the valley again. Bogged down in the valley. And unfortunately that means it's probably going to crash when I try to go through the area transition, although hopefully maybe whatever was bugging it was just the fact that I was trying to go through in chapter 3 where like nothing actually happens. And I was like messing with it, so now that things have changed, maybe it won't crash. I don't know, wishful thinking. Mod where he plays an orc. I think I've heard of that. I thought it sounded weird. Well, let's hope we don't get broken. Hey! Why does it always rain when I come through here? I know what you're talking about, because I know with Pharos, you can either get his sword or you can forge him a new one. I don't know forging yet, so I won't be able to do it. But, like, I don't know. Do you have, like, a way to just make it happen? Or do you actually have to, like, forge the sword, or do you just have to have a certain sword? What you can forge. Yeah, I've done it before. It was just weird because he's, like, fickle about it. And in the past, I've seen it where, even though I had the sword, he didn't give me the option to give it to him. So it seems like you have to pick the right dialogue option for him to even accept it. Do you need to have it on you, or you just need to be able to make it?
I've got my own opinion about that myself.
Yes, it's that same, like, ridge.
You have anything to drink?
I assume that it's not water you want.
No, damn it.
Damn it.
I need something alcohol.
Yes, yes, you're an alcoholic.
Here.
That's not what I figured, too.
I couldn't get away with that.
That hit the spot.
What a black secret. Do not finish that
Now
word.
I can.
That's no secret.
What are you doing?
I don't have it, and I...
Yes, yes.
Do you...
What?
I've still got a bottle.
I'd fight. Agree.
Turned out differently.
Keep it for a rainy day.
For us.
All right now.
Naturally, I
You need to have it in equipment, so it has to be in your inventory to even suggest it. That's kind of annoying.
Myself.
I'm looking.
I sit.
Nobody wants to know.
All right.
I forget what he wanted. I don't know why I did that. Didn't need to do that.
Nobody wants to know.
Well, I got most of it back.
Hey, you.
Hey, Biff.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
Good old beef.
What are you?
That is. Believe anymore.
Never.
Nobody wants to know.
Can I do damn difficults? I can do damn difficults.
Enough trouble.
What are you?
Gold enough.
You don't have to tell me that.
Either.
So.
I have a weapon. I have the dragon slicer to give. Perfect.
How?
Things would have turned out differently if it hadn't been.
Count
for us.
yourself lucky if I spare your life.
I don't need you to make a fool out of me.
He simply needs
Oh.
to practice more.
How?
Where did you pick that up then?
Count.
I don't.
Oh, I guess we have to taunt him in order to be able to do that. Or maybe we can just attack him and he won't. Nobody will cause trouble.
You're in.
Oops.
Don't stop now. Don't stop now.
Yeah, he's got the bad combat AI all of a sudden.
Don't stop now.
I mean, I'm not getting any crits on this.
Now.
Show him!
What you waiting for?
Get
Don't
him,
stop
boy.
now. What you waiting for? Don't
Finish
stop
him.
now. Finish him now.
Where's Melville to join in all this shouting?
Finish him.
Let that be a lesson.
Let that be a lesson to him. Hello, Loco. Where's his axe? Where the hell does axe go? Whatever. Take that.
I can't believe that.
Oh, there it is.
It's his decision.
Oh, we'll give it a shot, Bogman. Also, hello, Val.
Well, we'll see the next time.
Yeah, we'll see the next time. Alright, you enjoy that. I'll be back for you later.
That will never change.
I see you've joined the Dragon Hunters.
I followed Silvio into the Valley of Mines because I know my way around here best. Wanted to get a clear picture of the situation. I'll tell you what, something's definitely brewing here. I've never seen so many orcs in one place in all my life.
Yeah, don't fucking
It wouldn't
say.
surprise me if Garand and the Paladins in the capital.
Oh, I'm sure they'll be fine.
What are you?
I
Better watch out.
I'll look out.
Things would have turned out differently if it hadn't.
She can
been
rob
for us.
everybody. What I love about it is that he's so easy to rob.
Hey,
I'm pretty
you-
sure that's the second time we've done it. What?
You have to feel sorry for the poor guy.
Where do you come?
We come from the city.
So don't tell me that.
I never saw you in town before.
I can't stand people who stick their noses into things that don't concern them, understand?
That'll only cause more trouble.
Nope.
Then I'll have to
Nope.
beat it into you.
You didn't know that.
Gonna beat it. Just beat it.
And
now,
finish him!
look at this idiot.
Finish him
Now.
now!
Don't stop now. Don't
Finish
stop
him.
now. Don't stop
Slug him.
now. Finish him.
Don't stop now! Don't stop now! Finish him! Don't stop now!
Attaboy!
Don't
Why is his
stop
voice
now!
all broken?
Slug him!
Owie.
Finish him!
Don't
Finish
stop
him.
now.
Don't
Slug him.
stop now!
What you waiting for?
Don't
Slug
stop now!
Ow, the pain.
Don't
Finish
stop
him.
now.
Yeah,
What
that's
the fuck?
ticket.
Slug him!
Attaboy!
Don't
Slug
stop
him.
now.
Attaboy!
Don't stop now!
Can't believe I'm like about to lose.
Slug him!
What you waiting for?
Don't
Slug
stop
him.
now.
Yeah, that's the ticket.
Let that
Yeah,
guy
bitch.
listen to him.
Yeah, let it. Jerk.
Hey, come
Hey,
over here.
yo.
What do you want?
This Val. You.
I don't think they really intended you to do... What the hell's that guy doing over there? I don't think they intended you to be able to equip companions because of how powerful they can be. Considering they're meant to basically just have...
Well, we'll see the next time.
Like, they over buff, like, their stats and stuff just so they have ordinary weapons. That way you can't just beat them up and get, like, superb weapons early in the game. But as a result, if they do have superb weapons, then they are beast AF.
That's the first I've heard of it.
He thinks it's as easy as that.
Thinks it's as easy as that.
That's the first I've heard of it.
I've got no time for things like that.
Don't say you didn't know that.
No idea. You tell me.
I'm just gonna use a frickin' claw. Because I hate these fools anyway.
Where did you pick
If I
that
killed
up?
Kurgan, I ain't gonna be fussed.
I used to say that myself.
That would be something. But I like the claw. I want the claw.
Hey, you.
Hey, you.
Guys like you should watch where they're going.
What are you trying to tell?
I mean, that.
Man.
Tell you.
We can go.
I don't know why you get so worked up.
Are you the...
Do I? When
It would have turned out differently if it hadn't
So?
been for us.
smart. You something?
But he knew that all along.
I think you won't even find a blind sheep.
I
What?
couldn't care less.
You want me to push in your stupid face?
Push in my stupid face.
I hardly know what to believe.
Bitch. Oh, sound effects aren't working all of a sudden. There he goes. Way easier.
He know about duty.
It can't go on like this forever.
I'm gonna reload the game because everything's kind of breaking for some reason. I don't know if a simple reload like that fixes it, but we'll give it a shot. Alright. Well, where the hell did Biff even run off to?
Things would have turned out differently.
He
if
just
it
kept
hadn't
running
been
into the
for
wall
us.
and vanished.
Of course we got him in the end.
Whatever. Let's get back to the castle.
No idea. You tell me.
I can't believe that.
Can't rely on that.
Whoosh.
I'm not touching that.
Hey, it's Korangar.
Tell me you didn't know that.
I'm not touching.
First interaction with him is to rob him.
Don't I know you?
Here,
What?
Yes.
Some don't even know how wicked they are.
What?
And I'd have done it differently.
Gotta go get his precious amulet.
Maybe.
As for my opinion.
I would have done it differently.
Where do you want?
I can't.
I've got to go.
Watch your back.
What?
That was obvious all along.
Alright, what is this sword code?
You mustn't believe everything you hear.
Roll up, please.
Is it really true?
Oh, it's right there.
I hardly know what to believe anymore.
Stop locking on Feros.
That's all just gossip.
Insert it MW.
That's the first I've heard of it.
1H. Special.
Justice will prevail in the end.
02.
I don't know why he gets so worked up.
That's
Or bastard sword. What? That's what we have to give him? Is that the only weapon he'll take?
Everything you hear.
Nobody will learn anything from me.
Sweet.
Was obvious.
Where do you come from?
From the mainland.
The mainland?
My people and I. The king. They.
What?
I heard about the without us.
To the wrong people.
What will you give me if I find you a good sword?
Alas, I can't give you anything. I spent my last gold on the sword.
Well, that was foolish.
Maybe I've got another sword for you.
That's a good blade. Really excellent work. Are you sure you want to give it to me just like that?
Yes.
Yes. Take it.
Thanks. I owe you. In return...
He really didn't deserve that.
Alright, so we don't need to actually know how to forge a sword. I just think he only accepts swords made by forging.
It was a really...
Because those swords don't seem to be a lootable, findable item.
That's all just gossip.
Where there?
No. He didn't get that from me.
Oh, good old Karaloth. Yoink.
It can't go on like this forever.
Wait a minute.
I'm not telling you anything new.
What are you doing here?
Like you
I'm getting... I thought it... Not... I mean...
Anything from me.
Have you...
My... If I... No.
Some don't even know how.
What? You're... I've... So... Here is
it really true?
What is... That...
That was obvious.
That was
Can you help me?
That's not what I heard.
I don't remember giving him a different sword, but it seemed like I had options. If I had more things in my inventory. Maybe if I had done a cheat to get
really true?
all like available one-handed weapons. Could have seen what it do. But I didn't.
I never knew that. Don't tell me.
Why did Kurgan have Field Raider mandibles of all things?
But he knew that.
What an odd object to have.
You hardly know who to believe these days.
I don't know why he gets so worked up.
A fishful of dollars.
Hey, you!
That's the first I've heard.
I'm not gonna reload just to test it. I'll try it out some other time.
You're pulling such a long face. Damn it to hell.
Damn it to hell.
What's got you, Shika? Did no. I think I found
this is
your
interesting.
purse.
You can actually get Karaloth to attack you if you are a dragon hunter by being kind of a dick.
Just a minute. What about a reward?
That's the last straw. It's been a while since you've had a knuckle sandwich, huh?
Huh? Why you be dick? So the problem is, since we're a dragon hunter, everyone else attacks us. If he gets pissed off at us.
You haven't seen the last of me.
Haven't I?
My own opinion about that.
I don't know if he stays hostile, and if we have to like deal with him somehow.
But he knew that.
You again?
He does. Shit. That is problematic. Or maybe I can lead him outside and deal with him out there.
I'm not telling you anything.
You haven't seen the last of me.
It was just like you said.
That's all just gossip.
Jump, you fool! You fool! You fool! What do you think you're gonna do out there? Oh! That dealt with him. What do you think you're doing? I hear you huffing and puffing. Alright, well, we don't make him fight then, I guess. You shut your dang mouths with your swinging. I'll deal with them in the daylight. So whatever, we don't finish that quest, we don't make a fight happen, but... Probably not wise to be thinning the ranks of the paladins here. But that wasn't my fault.
I wouldn't be so sure.
Yeah, if you're a dragon hunter, he already has a bias against you. Testing his patience in regards to that makes him attack you. Problem is, being a dragon hunter, all of the paladins come after you if you aggro any one of them.
Justice will prevail in the end.
That's fine. He's still reporting for duty as the fencing instructor.
It's good that you've come. All hell is breaking loose here.
Is it?
A lot. Not as we could say enough.
Yeah.
Do you have Show.
Still hear an orc coming after me for some reason. Ooh, he's got the oak bow. Might have that bug where he equips it with a crossbow, so I'm gonna buy it now.
Nobody ever asks for my opinion.
That's not what I heard.
Where did you pick that up then?
Still annoys me that guy has the key and we can never pickpocket him for it.
I'd have done it differently.
For that is the will of Innos.
That is the will of Inos.
He listened to the wrong people. Don't say you didn't know.
And yeah, another thing, if you're caught roaming, going in and out like the rooms upstairs as a dragon hunter, the paladins will attack you for it.
There is a
what is he?
No, he
that I if
I'll.
I have vouched. You have a voucher.
I'm back
on me.
Can I do damn difficulties? I always forget. Yay.
I need
a swamp.
Can I?
At that we he and that you we don't have well.
Offer me these. Take that.
I'll take the.
May your arrow.
May your arrows.
All right.
Hello, Malivul. We were missing you earlier. We were fighting the dragon hunters, and we didn't have you there cheering with the rest of them. Thanks.
How's the cat?
I'm not a huge fan of the light dragon hunter armor, just because it looks like a weird, like, fetish suit. So, like, weirdly body tight.
That's exactly what I said. He should have never thought of that himself. I've got my own opinion about that.
Some don't even know how wicked they are.
118. We need 140. But I have these. What if Engor has anything?
Nobody will learn anything from me.
It can't go on like this forever.
How lousy. How about you?
Show.
You know, I thought this guy was supposed to be a quartermaster, and what's he doing, like, actually making a profit off of things? That ain't how you master quarters. I'm gonna be right back. I want to refresh my coffee. Yeah, but they don't get much money, clearly, because all they could get was some turnips, and... Oh yeah, we gotta still deal with the, prison warden, because he's gonna be hungry.
He didn't get that from
What happened? Oh, hello, Vlad. Basically, when Gorn got out, or when we got back to Onar's farm, Gorn was sitting there, and we talked to him, and we were like, how you doing? And he was just said, Milton got me out. I'll never forget that. And that was it. Like, there wasn't even a fond hello. You know, since it was the first time I was seeing him.
All quiet.
Quiet, but you already know what I think.
I already know what he thinks.
Enough trouble as it is.
He should have known better.
Someone's got to pay for that. That was quite obvious.
That was obvious.
Go feed the feller.
Hey, you!
There you are.
Here I am. Have a sausage.
A piece of
Have some meats.
a chop.
I got plenty of meats. Just give them all meats.
Yeah. 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 Here's my... I better...
Interesting how he doesn't, like, pay him more if you give him a nice variety of stuff. Oh, and here's my favorite part.
Go get your hammer. There's work for you.
You did? How'd you manage
did.
that?
I had to vouch for you, so don't disappoint me.
Don't worry. I'm glad that I can work it all.
Alright, go get your hammer and get yourself to work. Or just go to bed. Like, now that he gets the script to be the smith, he takes over the smith's bed. Kinda hilarious. What weapon? I'm using the Claw Beliar. Look at it.
I don't believe
So spook. We finished Jarkandar last stream.
For that is the will.
How did you pick that up then?
Hey!
Brutus.
Why aren't you at work?
But that's disgusting! Have you had a look in my chamber? Those filthy meat bugs are everywhere. I have no idea who set up quarters in there before, but I'm certainly not going...
You're the only one been living there.
Don't say you didn't.
Delicious bug meat.
Who said that?
The meat. Are you pretty?
Those are all just rumors.
I already thought as much.
I'm sure it will.
It can't go on as much.
Maybe I will give it to him for a little while.
He should have known better.
That was obvious.
That was obvious. Well,
If he
we'll
doesn't
go kill Hoshback, I guess. Close to leveling up, so once we do, I can probably just run back to Ruinus, learn the ultimate stone tablet reading. Yeah, for some reason, their names got capitalized in Night of the Raven because they're the ones who get possessed. You bitch of a bitch. Oh, even the wargs do the same bug. A little chaotic. Even the wargs have the same bug where if you can kind of lock them in a loop of just getting hit,
Nothing to
they'll just
plunder.
stand there and just kind of like bob, and all of the other
Nothing
wargs
there.
will do it too. Oh, no, the languages? Huh, interesting. Wonder why they booked it up in the English. Also, I kind of learned a new orc fighting technique, which he totally fucked up there.
Nothing there.
But you can kind of loop the orcs into like a backstep thing, so you never even need to move. Oh yeah, that's good stuff. Never even touch me. Gonna come at me, bro? No. It was weird, though, because I've never noticed that bug before now. I think because it wasn't until recently that I started actually using, like, the sideways kind of infinite combos. Also, I've pretty much confirmed that there is a strange bug with the lightning effect of the claw. It seems like if the enemy backpedals right after you hit them, it becomes like a guaranteed lightning strike. It happens like every time. And then enemies that have a habit of backing up when you hit them, like the golems, that's when it like really shows what it does, because you only have to hit a golem once and they basically get struck by lightning like 100 times at once. It's weird. This is a pretty strong bow. This is, a strong bow. This is the beach bow. This bow is a real beach. Oh, I already leveled up. Sweet.
Nothing there.
Also, one of the things I'm doing is basically when I level up weapon skills past master, or to master, there's no benefit based on what I've read and seen to getting weapon skills past 100. So stuff like the stone tablets end up basically becoming a way to save learning points. So once you're past master, where they become like the most expensive they can be, you might as well just start using the stone tablets in the meantime, so that you can up your skill before you have the learning points to finish it off. Now, there's no mods to that. That's just the posture that he takes with that crouch. That's what happens when you have the master skill level. Ooh. Yeah, bitch. Right, but it doesn't do anything. Because when you have 100% skill in a melee weapon skill, that means every hit you land is a critical hit. Getting it past 100 isn't going to make a difference. The bow skills might make a difference, but from what I've read of people who tried it, they said they didn't notice any influence on like their range or anything. It just seems like it does all its calculations maxed out at 100. And anything past that, it just kind of rounds back down to 100. Now, it seems like the orcs are easier to hit, maybe, but they still have a lot of arrow resistance, in my opinion, relative to other things. And again, they have a lot of resistance in general. It's just that I think arrows, you notice it less because they don't do critical hits. Let's hope this don't crash when I walk on through. Alright, well, got the weird water effects. My god, it's so laggy.
That will only cause more trouble.
No, I think I always forget, or generally forget, to come back here and get a prophecy from Abuyan in Chapter 4.
I've got a...
Because Chapter 4 can be completed without ever coming back to Corinus. I gotta make sure I do that. No light and no dankness. Actually, you know what might be a better idea than the stone tablets? As good as those would be at this point. Might be better off learning to make dexterity potions.
Can you...
Yeah.
How much? Tell me...
All right.
Whoosh.
The place of knowledge. Another country. A dark place far away. Brave companions. A temple. Lies lone.
Interesting how he says another country. We never actually... I guess we kind of go to another country. Eventually. Murtana. I mean, this is technically part of the country of Murtana.
Let me...
Try my wacky tobacco.
I'm...
Hear ye, inhabitants of Corinus, by the explicit order...
And Beliar gave unto it a portion of his divine power,
Hey, you!
So that it might destroy the land.
Oh yeah, I forgot I wasn't gonna do that. I don't know any alchemizing. But I think we can just learn the permanent potion from Sagita, and I'm gonna be a lazy bastard and just cheat there.
And Eno spoke to him.
What?
So.
Give me that. Oh, yeah. Alright, so we got 6 goblin berries. How many sorrel? 6, perfect. Solid 18 dexterity. Oh, yeah. With the orc weapon names, Chopper, Slasher, Crusher. Does it really? In what language? Is that just people have made that translation? Oh, do I think? The orc... I don't know. What's weird is in this game, they remove those names and just call them light, medium, and heavy X. But then they restore it in Gothic 3. Alright, perfect. Gulp. 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 And a gulp. Beautiful. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, you're kidding me. You sell a goblin berry?
What?
Tell me.
Sell a goblin berry. I'll take those, though. Gotta hunt down some goblin berries. Hey, the burger sounds delicious. Who might sell a sorrel? I don't know if we ever bought one back from Constantinus. Probably makes it with those grapes she freezes.
Hey, you!
So now that we know a potion, we can learn more from Constantino.
Show me.
For what little it's worth.
Show me.
Oh. Oh my goodness. He has so many. Stand aside, old man. From the face of the earth. Bah. I don't think it happens in this version anymore, but I know in vanilla, if you tried to brew a potion and you were missing any of the ingredients, it would still consume the ones that you did have. So you'd lose, like, say I tried to make a dexterity potion, but I was just missing the goblin berry, it would still consume the king sorrel and the lab flask. It was a really frustrating bug.
He really didn't deserve that.
Sweet.
It's all just gossip.
A pretty sexy looking bow.
So why won't they listen to me?
There you.
Here I am again.
Show.
I don't know why he gets so worked up.
Ooh, what bows he
Really
got?
believe that?
Ooh, the boom bow.
He really didn't deserve
Warbow.
that.
Oh, we can use the
There
warbow.
I never knew that.
Show.
What's the best bow? Dragon bow.
Like you said.
That's been known a long time.
I'll buy it. I'll just have the dragon bow handy for when we get there.
I'm no better off myself.
Make sure I don't sail it.
I knew that would be a problem.
There you.
I can't remember if I did that in my last walkthrough.
Say you didn't know that.
I actually sat there and listened to Vatras's
You hardly know who to believe.
preach in its entirety. The only thing I don't know
Believe everything you hear.
is where it technically starts. Obviously, it's done in a loop so that it, you know, can just keep going without sounding like there's a break in it.
He doesn't see that.
But I don't, like, I've listened to the whole thing and I couldn't hear, like, a feasible point where it seemed like he was just starting the story. Well, I don't know.
That's not what I heard.
Hey.
Buy my stuff.
For 100
That's not what I heard.
Oh,
We've made some good deals.
Don't tell this to anyone.
You should really have known better.
Honest, don't say.
Well, that's not a nice look. Can I just walk through that? Oh, thought I could. Thought I was. I don't know why this happened. There's another consequence of the DX11 mod, I think, because I don't recall any of this weirdness with textures just disappearing happening in any other version. Yeah, them rolling hills just rolled away. That's what I was afraid of. I don't know why this happens. Very annoying. Probably gonna happen again. I'm not to do a stupid thing. Stand by, folks. Is it big in there? Because that's kind of a weird thing, especially since he starts it with a but. Uninstall the stupid shit. Reinstall the stupid shit. All just to get through once, because it's surely just going to keep happening. Yeah, you don't start a story with a but. Like bad grammar. Like how you're not supposed to start a sentence with the word and. I tried to get through to the Valley of Mines, the game crashed, and I'm basically having to reinstall it. I'm kind of cheating it, and it doesn't work that well, but essentially what I did was back up the directory, uninstall the game, I'm reinstalling it, replacing it with the same directory. That seems to get me through once or twice, but then the crash just happens again. So at some point I'm just going to have to do a full, clean reinstall. I just don't feel like doing that right now. Good thing is this game downloads like stupidly fast. Game of Thrones finale, it was garbage. They completely ruined the fucking series. Such a dumb idea for everything. And everything at the end, like in the last episode, like so rushed. They had so much shit to cover. In order to, they had like built up their last final twist and then had so much outcome bullshit to cover after that, and everything was just dumb. I think it's pretty telling that the last two episodes were by a country fucking mile the worst reviewed in the entire series. Well, here's the thing. I'm sure they went the way they did because they did not want to do what George R. R. Martin is doing in his books. They know how the books are supposed to end. George R. R. Martin told them. They didn't want to spoil the books, so they came up with their own ending, and everything that surpassed the last novel was essentially their own fiction, as it were. Because if that's what's happening in the books, then I'm not reading the books anymore. So unfortunately, they basically just demonstrated that they are not very good writers. They were banking on George R. R. Martin's expertise for so long that once they couldn't rely on it anymore, their own flaws show. He, I still think, is just kind of enamored with the idea that his Pride and Joy became such a massive hit series. It always rains when I come through here. I just think he kind of like resigned that he wasn't going to hugely like it, but I still think he's like good friends with the producers. He just kind of accepted, like, they're not going to do what I want, which is fine because I don't want them spoiling my books for the readers. So I think he's okay with it. He's just kind of bitter that... I think he's bitter more about the fact that people bug him about the show. He's like, listen, I haven't written anything for them in like 4 seasons. So it's got nothing to do with me. Those Karoloff never go away.
Nothing to be had there.
Yeah, he doesn't hate them for it. He's not like massive dick about it. I'm sure he enjoyed it in its own way. Let's get old Beef following us. Good old Beef. Angus Beef. The only thing I hate about the acrobatic skill. If you're going down a hill, he won't do the roll, so it really slows my roll. Come with I.
Well, alright.
Alright, follow me. I actually wanted to write a Gothic novelization, but I'm sure I won't get a trademark for it. I started to write it once. That was back when I still thought I could be an author. Might as well clear this forest while we're here.
Another one of those things. So much for you, filthy.
No, I didn't have a stew recipe, unfortunately. I hate the Fuego lizards. Yellow Thoris's path from simple guard to a villain. Right, which would have been an interesting story in its own right if they just kept his character consistent.
All right. So much for you, filthy.
His character was handled very lousily.
All right. So much for you, filthy beast.
Damn, Bo is OP. It is Bo P. Is an orc warrior. Oh, that's the stuff.
All right. So much for you, filthy beast.
Kill everything in 2
Nothing
hits.
to be had there.
I'd kill old Wargo in 1. Nope.
All right. So much for you, filthy beast.
I like the medium and heavy Dragon Hunter armor better. This, again, like I said, it looks like a weird fetish suit or like a diving suit or something. Like a wetsuit. It's not that simplistic, though. It's kind of got a lot of redundant features, like these shoulder pads with all these weird angular plates. Like, why can't you just do classic spalders? That would probably work better. Probably a bad idea.
All right. So much for you, filthy beast. All right. So much for
where
you,
you going?
filthy beast.
Why do you keep doing that? Dragon Hunter trophies for the new armor. I think I'll do...
All right. So much for you, filthy beast.
I'll do...
Nothing there.
Do the scales, I guess. In order... Oh my god, there's so many. In order to get the medium armor, because that... is relatively cheap if you do it with Bennett. Is this a good idea? This doesn't seem like a good idea. I don't know if it's a good idea. This is not a good idea. I want to do it. He does, but he's a dick about it. Owie. Alright, well, cheese strats. Owie! Oh, you fucked me up, Biff! Why am I floating? I can't move. Biff! What have you done to me? Eh? Oh, okay, that works. There is some weird bugs going on with the slippery slopes. I don't know if it's a cause of the X11 mod for some stupid reason, but it might be like an FPS bug. But for some reason, on some surfaces you tend to slide up instead of down. Anyway, as far as Jan, he will make the armor for you if you give him the dragon scales, but he does not pay you for the dragon scales. Bennett does the same thing, but he buys the dragon scales from you for 200 a pop. So with 20 dragon scales, you get 220. You get 4,000 gold, I think. No, it's gotta be more than that. Why am I so bad at mental math right now? Well, no, it would be 4,000. You get 4,000 gold, and he charges, what, like 12,000 for it? Or like 20,000? Basically, Jan costs more because he won't pay you for the materials. Biff, can you actually do something, maybe?
All right.
Appreciate the fucking
so much
backup.
for you, filthy beast.
No, the Zenjin, which this is built on, was proprietary from Piranha Bytes. I think they actually basically built Gothic as a glorified tech demo to try and sell the engine to other developers. Nobody liked the engine, but a lot of people liked the game, so they continued on as game devs instead. That was what I read somewhere. That might not necessarily be true.
All right. So much for you, filthy beast.
Filthy beast. Filthy feast. Well, shoot. Oh, goodness. Oh, gracious.
All right. So much for you, filthy beast.
Oh, there's still 2 more filthy beasts.
All right.
Aha!
So much for you, filthy beast.
Right, yeah. Well, the funny thing is, I don't think they developed the genome engine to license it the same way. Which is good, because that one ended up being a lot worse. Well, that's the thing. Genome, its first revision for Gothic 3 was lousy. It was full of...
So much for you, filthy beast.
Full of, like, holes and shit. It was, like, big problems. If you aren't close enough. But, obviously, they, you know, passed the hell out of it by the time they got around to Risen, which came out much better. I think was fairly stable by comparison. I wouldn't say it's... The engine itself hasn't been the weak link in their recent games, I would say. Not an outstanding engine by any means. Could certainly do with a better one. But I still think people kind of look at it negatively just because of how lousy it was in Gothic 3.
Alright. So much for you, filthy beast. Alright.
I'd say Risen
so
was the
much
last
for you.
great game from Piranha Bytes. Everything after that has been good in some way. But none of them have really been outstanding. Those orcs are having issues. Oh god, they're gonna come out. A paladin. Cha-cha-cha-cha. Cha-cha-cha-cha.
Alright. So much for you, filthy beast.
What a silly dork.
Alright. So much
like
for you, filthy
over
beast.
10 years ago, that's insane. I'm so old. Well, the funny thing is, I don't even think I first played Risen until like 2011. For some reason, at the time, I was still convinced that Arcania was going to be decent.
Alright.
What
So
it
much for
weren't.
you, filthy beast. Alright.
I think a weird part of why I put
filthy
off
beast.
Risen for so long is it looks so much more cartoony compared to Gothic than I preferred.
Oh.
But it's actually, I don't know, kind of grown on me quite a bit.
Alright. So much for you, filthy beast.
It's right in your face, you dork.
That's how you deal with those things.
I didn't play it. Yeah, so did I. I actually played the demo, and, like, the demo gave me bad vibes, but I still, like, convinced myself, it's Gothic, it's gonna be great. And it were not great. Yeah. And Risen 3 had some nice locations, I guess. Huh, I never noticed that big gaping hole there. But Risen 1, Faranga, seemed like they actually put, like, a lot of thought into it. I like kind of the, contrast of, like, the tropical shoreline sort of look, or semi-tropical, versus, like, the deciduous forest interior. Yeah, Calidor is pretty cool. I thought the Fog Island DLC was... Mostly the atmosphere was, like, nailed by the soundtrack there. I thought was pretty awesome. See, I don't mind the tropical settings. I just thought the level design was lousy. I actually thought the, you know, tropical locales were pretty sweet. Yeah, Kila, not so great. I mean, what I liked about it was a lot bigger, so I feel like it was improved. But I thought stuff like the rope bridges between, like in the village, were kind of weird. I have made errors. Alright, well, thanks for that, beef. I am good old Mud. What I liked was that his character actually did something. It wasn't just a throwaway reference like, what was the other guy? Kyle. I wouldn't even say the context is really worth that much, because Risen 2 kind of ruined all the lore that they had in the works.
Alright.
Well, that ain't bad. These
So
things are
much
actually
for
weaker
you,
to arrows
filthy
than
beast.
the orcs are.
Alright. So much.
Owie. Blah. Did I never get... Oh, I never checked out that cave underneath. Underneath. Get ready, beef. This is gonna be a rough one.
Alright. So
Sweet.
much for you, filthy.
Nice. Ah, what the fuck? Stop it! Holy shit, that was annoying. See, I liked Risen 3 quite a bit. It was still kind of broken. Had its shortcomings. The magic system was kind of ridiculous. Oh god, this was a mistake. This
So
was
much
many
for you,
mistakes.
filthy beast.
Sword, please. That's the thing. Like, we talk about how it breaks the lore. How Risen broke the lore in Risen 2, but they had completely removed, like, the pirate kind of themes. They would have just broken it back, you know? They had to keep it in some extent. It would make no sense that the pirates just disappeared.
Alright. So much for...
And yeah, they kind of embrace it to some extent by essentially having your character be a pirate from the start, but then let you veer off from that. But it was also kind of ridiculous. They said, oh yeah, mages are back. Like, where were they? I don't know.
Alright.
Yeah, and again, I didn't hate Risen. More the fact that it just didn't do enough with it. Like, it would have been better if they just had more content and fleshed out a lot more of the mechanics. And just had more mechanics to begin with. It was, like, solid in its own right, but it was just kind of like Arcania. It was just... It almost seemed to do the bare minimum to be an RPG. Yeah, Bones was a hilarious dude. Gonna rip me to pieces. Dang, one-shot bandits. Yeah, that is a weird bug, Vlad, and a very annoying one to have at the very end.
Pieces.
Rip me to pieces. Oh, balls. I think these guys are idiots. Owie, the pain. What the fuck do you come from? Biff! Gonna get in the way, at least fucking kill him.
Die!
Yeah, I mean, they recycled a lot of content for Risen 3, there's no question about that. But they did the same thing with Gothic 1 and Gothic 2, so what's the big deal? What's the big deal? What did bug me was that they didn't just reuse islands from the second game, but made them smaller. But the more unique islands were an improvement over the design, in my opinion.
You're in for it now.
Am I in for it now? You Dorcases. Can't even see the fools. Ow. You dickus. Well, everybody has their own taste. I'm not going to convince you to like Risen, but I thought it was okay. Oh yeah, gotta speak with old Talbean. Old Taliban. I'm a little worried about Beef making it down this cliff here.
Hey, you!
Made that easier than I expected. Yoink.
What can...
Why do you...
I don't want to know nothing.
Have you...
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, and if...
No! That was a little freaking bolt from the blue. Alright, well done. Flashing on its atmosphere. What you mean? Go check on old Marco. Well, what happened is that Gothic 3 happened. The big mistake.
How's this thing?
And then I think when, like, Mike Hoga was one of the last, like, creative minds who was there from the birth of Gothic. And he just phoned it in for Risen 2, I think. He didn't even want to be developing games like that anymore. So he left a lot of the creative design and direction to Bjorn, who kind of wanted to, I guess, break out from Gothic in a weird way. He didn't really seem to get why Gothic was, like, so great.
Hey, you! I found your...
Yeah.
He's here.
He dead. He, like, so dead. Going down. Wrong way, you dork, you're gonna die! Thank God you landed on something in the middle of the air. Yeah, his AI has been more cooperative since the Mage run. Not a Curfy. Makes me sad. Alright, I will BRB.